CEO, the podcast. And always remember, gentlemen, it's a motherfucking movie. So today we're gonna jump straight into the topic, you know. But before we get there, make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Share this video. Um, thumbs up. Hit the thumbs up button. So today we're gonna be discussing an issue that's roaming through America. You know, we done went through as black people. We have went through all different types of eras. You know, from the '80s. You know, um, um, guys wanted to be drug dealers, Scarface. Guys get hooked on drugs. Um, guys that you know wanted to do other thing than make money the traditional way. But what has that got you? You know, what has not getting money the traditional way got you? So a lot of guys, hit my YouTube channel complaining. You know, you're complaining because you don't know the value of putting work in. You know, a lot of guys have their own speculations of why they don't want to work a job. I done heard all different types of things. I done procrastinated. I even did it for years, but I'm telling you, it's not the way. You know, a lot of guys will say, "Oh, um, working a job is etc." You know, what I'm saying, working a job is slavery. You know, it's not enough money. You know, how many times have we heard guys say it's not enough money? You know, working not only is enough money, you know, we're going to deep dive on why working the job is enough money. You know, a lot of guys have these a lot of American black men have these dreams of becoming um, um, rappers. There's so many guys out here trying to be rappers. I remember when I went through that phase, you know, and now what I'm seeing the same guys that I grew up with still trying to be rappers, you know. Um, um, it's sad to say that a lot of guys didn't make it. A lot of us didn't make it, you know. So, what's the plan B? You know, I know when I first started making music, I didn't have a plan B. I was just like, oh, you know, this is gonna work out, you know. And what happens is that uh, sometimes things that you think will work out doesn't work out. Let me say it again. Things you think will work out doesn't work out for you. You know. So this where a plan B comes into place. You know. Um, what will you do if A doesn't work? What will you do if B doesn't work? Some people even got a plan C, you know. And it's the same thing with um guys out here trying to keep up with the Joneses. You know, it's the same thing with uh, uh, guys wanting to become rich. You know, but they can't become rich because they don't know the first step of what to do. You know, and and in their current situations. You know, um, we're seeing a lot of guys out here like start to, you know, they're living not for themselves. You know, they're living to live off of people. You know, a lot of you guys be living off women. You know, um, and like I just seen in previous videos, um, women are only going to be enticed by your sex, you know what I'm saying, for only a certain amount of time because all human beings has to survive. So if you have a chick, just like I reacted to this video about this chick, uh, sh- no, I didn't react to that video. I was thinking about it. Yeah, she got a guy a job. You know, he didn't want to do it. He's a baby father. You know, a lot of guys, I'd be like, "What you scared of?" You know, what are you scared of? At least she ain't. You know, this is your baby mother. So when you have a child, you know, this guy really was like, "Oh, I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that." Like, and when you have a child, you have to put everything aside, you know what I'm saying, like to provide for your family, you know. So, um, but like I said, that chick was a real one though, you know. There's not too many real ones out here, you know. You lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. It's real, you know. Um, a lot of people, um, you know, have these big dreams. They have these big dreams. It's 1980s. So what would a brother be thinking in the 80s? You know, now we got drug dealers, and I done seen the evolution of drug dealers from the 90s to the 2000s, and I haven't seen none of y'all get rich. None of you know, um, um, and then you got the guys who you know. But wait, let's get back to these guys who stand. A lot of you guys are stand with women. You know, you guys are soft. Like I'm not talking about all black men here. I'm talking about the guys who are soft. You know, um, um, they say if you are not weirdy, if you're not reardy and well doing, you will reap in due season. So that means, like, as a man or woman, you know, I can't, I'm not getting into the gender stuff. Some women transition to man, some men transition to women, uh, you know, etc, you know. But as a man, like, when it comes to a lot of times, like a lot of you guys, it takes you longer when you're raised around people who didn't want to work. Like when I was coming up in Memphis, when I was coming up in Memphis, I didn't see nobody working in my family. You know what I'm saying? Like the only person who did go to work was my mom. and a couple of my aunties and stuff. But other than that, my uncles, my cousins, my girl cousins, boy cousins, I didn't see people working. So when I became an adult, my mind about working was, what I'm saying, it was all over the place, you know. But I'm telling you, there's real money in working a job. A lot of guys be sleeping on this. A lot of black women be sleeping on this too. They be thinking that, oh, you have to already have it. You gotta have $100,000. You gotta make $100,000 a year. But what if that guy? You see, what black women don't get is about this situation is that what if that guy was making 50,000 a year and he saved up for 5 years and now he got 100 grand in the bank. He saved 20 grand every year, and he might not make it a year, but he got $100,000. You know, a lot of black women don't know what they want. They don't know what type of job makes this type of money as men. A lot of black women do not know what type of jobs men work to make certain amounts of money. So any job that a black man says you have, they'll dismiss you because they're used to drug dealers and they're used to guys with pipe dreams. You know, you can say you're an electrician and that wouldn't be good enough for her. But do you know that you can make good money being an electricians? All these buildings getting put up and stuff. Like, can you imagine saving $500 every check? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine saving $20 every time you go to work and don't touch it for about 5, 10 years? You know, a lot of us, we get lost in in bullshit. You know, they be like, "Oh, he ain't no real man. He worked for such and such." Oh yeah. Um, but then they could they don't want to date the guys who is working, but when they get a guy that they really want and he don't want to go to work, they'll try to get him a job. They'll try to get this dude a job to be with him, but won't like a black man that's working at Wendy's or electrician or plumber. So what do we do? What do we do? These are facts. And the reason why I know these are facts because of a lot of black men not wanting to work jobs and a lot of guys who is working jobs, you guys got spending problems. Let me say that again. Who we got in the video? We about to go in today. Who we got in here today? What's up? What's up? Thumbs up the video. So a lot of African American people have spending problems. So the guy be like he don't even the most black man don't even manage their money. You ain't managing, you ain't budgeting. It's just like if you was a music producer and you had a record label and the record label gave you um um $500,000 to cut an album, but in smaller terms, your job is still like a record label that you have to budget. This is what a rapper gonna say. Let me check my budget. Like, what's my liabilities? You know what I'm saying? What do I need? Where am I headed? And I told you the way to make goals is to the way to manage money is to manage your money because everybody manages money totally different. Some people manage money for Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? They be like, oh, this is my Starbucks pot. You know what I'm saying? So depending on your goals will be it determined on what your budget is. And a lot of guys out here are still spinning the spin wheel. You know, a lot of us we're like rats running around a carousel. You know, um, um, where my real people at though? You know, a lot of guys, a lot of us. The reason why we cannot become wealthy, the reason why we do not reach financial freedom is because we're like hamsters on a spin wheel, just round in circles, round and round and go. Okay, so I done seen guys like it's not that black people, black men, black women are not getting the money. You know, it has a lot to do with spending. You know, I done seen guys with habits who get their check, um, even if you starting at a day labor or you starting a regular job or you got a career, they get their check and then they go buy alcohol, they go buy food, you know, um, um, they go their money burns straight through their hands faster than a bullet coming out the chamber of a gun. Um, and it's sad. It's absolutely sad that you know people can have a upper class lifestyle. Most of us can have an upper class lifestyle. A lot of us have been working our entire lives. You know, we've been working our entire lives, or mostly. And when you think about if you would have put money back for yourself, you would have a financial nest egg, you know, to like it's so much things you can do out here. That's why like I don't get it. I don't get why guys out here complaining about working. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Because like when I don't work, I be like, what am I doing? Like right now, I just it's everything. It gives me discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember my dad used to tell me to go to the military because he retired out the military. You know, and I didn't do it. And he's always telling me the military give you discipline, to give you discipline, to give you discipline. It's just going one ear and out the other. And I get it now. You know, I get what discipline, how working the job and stand down gives you discipline. I understand why my dad wanted me to join the military. You know, and I didn't do it, but I still turned out pretty damn good. You know, it's just like when you're in the military, they put you in uncomfortable situations. You know what I'm saying? Um, um, you got people yelling at you. You got superiors. You got people over you. You have to listen. You have to think mentally. You can't just go off the hinges. A lot of us as black man, we get emotional when we hear people say things. Like we might be on a job and you probably ain't worked the job. You might be from the streets, like I was. And you probably like, man, that ain't right. But a lot of times, the only thing that's right is where you're heading in life. You know what I'm saying? Man, thumbs up the video, guys. Thumbs up the video. Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But a lot of times, you won't get rich because you didn't do the first thing. You didn't work and you didn't do what was right. And a lot of times, like that's is to all it takes to become rich is to do what's right, set goals, and plan. And I'm telling you guys off personal experience, you know, um, I'm not rich, but I'm on my way there. Better believe that. You know what I'm saying? And I feel safe with saying that because the bank is my best friend. Matter of fact, all three of my banks. You know what I'm saying? All three of my different bank accounts. You know, all my friends. Um, yeah. Um, um, that's why I'm telling guys. Like a lot of us as black man, we don't have an emergency fund. You know, we don't have no investment fund. You know, like a lot of this money that you're spending now is supposed to be something that grows, and that bitch gonna get big like this. You see how big my hands is? That shit gets huge. That money grows, and money goes to people who know what to do with it. You know, money flows out of the hands of people who don't know what to do with it, and it goes to people who do know what to do with it. Just like when you go to the liquor store, or you go to the convenience store, or you go to go get them hot wings. You know, that money is going, and it's budgeted. It's budget every time they get money, it's budgeted. It goes here, 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 here. You'll be surprised how many times you can budget $10 for a plate of fucking hot wings that people act like black people act like they can't cook in their own house. You know what I'm saying? That's why I be saying about black women. I'm like, man, we can start a lemonade franchise. You know, um, so when you buy some chicken wings, when you go off and you go to McDonald's and you go buy you buy something that's $20. So this how you budget, and this is what businesses do. This is what everybody do. That shit get broken up into fractionals, and the money goes bang, 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 different accounts for more burgers. It can go to different things, honestly. Like, because when you think of McDonald's, they got a whole different list of products. So they don't really have to break that one item down. They can decide which items they're going to put in which accounts once people purchase it. You know what I'm saying? And, one of the investment fund, the fund to restock everything. You gotta pay. Them franchises gotta pay for them burgers, them patties that we like so much. You know, you see, a lot of us we ain't gonna get rich. Mm-mm. A lot of black people are not gonna get rich because of their way of thinking. A lot of us have a bad way of processing shit. We thinking being nerds is weird. We're thinking working a job and helping each other is weird. We're thinking we need to stunt on each other. Uh, that's not the case. That is not the case because do you know the whole the majority of the black community can all prosper, which that will not happen. Hopefully in the future it happens, but today I can't see it happening. There's ways there's ways that back in the day in Jim Crow, you know what I'm saying, before civil rights and black people wanting to go to white folks restaurants and stuff, black people owned their own restaurants. Black people own their own buses, their RTD buses. You know, black people own their own banks. So what is to come? Who do we have in the video? You can comment. The comments are live. If you want me to touch on something, man, hit the comments, man, and make sure you thumbs up this video because we get active over here. You know, so um, yeah, a lot of us we go off and we go to um 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 we want Michael Kors, we want Michael J. Jordans. I remember when I used to be like that. Now I don't even spend money. Like when I do spend money, I'm spending money on my bills. You know what I'm saying? The rest of my money is getting broken up into all type of shit. Like asset account, emergency fund, uh, you know, business one, business two. Um, um, you see, um, America is a capitalist country, and a lot of people don't understand that you can become as rich as you want to in this country. You know, and a lot of people don't understand that they be like, "Dang, how am I gonna get 50,000?" A lot of you guys be like, "How am I gonna get $50,000? How am I gonna get $50,000? How am I gonna get $50,000? How am I gonna get $50,000?" Do you know that you can get $50,000 easy? Do you want to hear this? Type a one in the chat on how to get $50,000 easy, and I'll give it to you. We got one person in here, and I think you might be the next millionaire. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to get that $50,000. You got $50,000. Type a one in the chat if you want me to tell you how to get the 50,000. In the comments, type a one in the comments if you want me to tell you how to get $50,000. Can you imagine how many old people, old black people we see, old American black people who be going to the store and stuff, and they be wishing they'll hit $50,000, and they never do, and they end up spending thousands of dollars on lottery. So if you want to know how to make $50,000, type a one in the chat. I don't care who you is. I'm not ashamed. You could be a man or a woman. Everything over here is solely respectful. Oh, we got capers in the motherfucking building. Right. Yeah, we got capers in the building. And we got another person in here. I don't know who it is. So don't be shy. Um, we do not judge on this channel, even though we do talk facts, but we do not judge on this channel. If the second person who's in here, type a one in the chats, and I'm gonna tell you how to make $50,000. I don't care if you somebody I knew from the past. I don't care if you somebody been talking crazy in the comments. Let's unite, and I'm gonna tell you what everybody be wanting to go to the lottery, go. Everybody be wanting to go play lottery, go to the casino, sell drugs and stuff, rob a bank when you could get $50,000 easy. You know, um, I need one more one in the chat. I'm not gonna say nothing until I get one more one in the chat, bro. Like, if you want to know how to make $50,000 easy, we got one in the chat. Type a one in the chat, and I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna break it down exactly how to make $50,000 easy. Can you imagine? I don't know. Type a one in the chat. We got Mike David in the motherfucking building. One. All right, so I'm gonna give y'all the sauce. Okay, so we got people out here. We got black people out here. A lot of American black people who are living the wrong way. They're living fast. They're living above their means. They're spending too much money. They're getting money, but they're spending it. They're spending it without budgeting in it, without having different types of accounts, you different types of places to put things. So you have emergency funds and stuff like that. And a lot of people, a lot of these young black guys will go rob somebody for 50 grand when they can get it. Okay. So this is how you get $50,000. So the first thing you want to do is get you a job that makes at least 50 to $60,000 a year. You know, so with this job that makes $50 to $60,000 a year, like now, what you could do is you can save. Like you will have enough money. You might not have enough money to party. You might not have enough money to, because every check you got to put a certain amount of money up. You know what I'm saying? So you can reach. So you want to save. The fastest way is to save 15 15,000 a year. You know, the easiest amount you can save. And a lot of guys, they go to prison for 2 years, like it ain't nothing. And then when they go to prison, we're gonna have 50 G's, and they're not gonna know it when they get out. Okay, guys, we're gonna have fucking 50 fucking $1,000 because we're working. We can pay our rent still. We can pay our light bill, but there's a certain amount of money. You gotta be dedicated. You gotta have a job. You gotta have you a job that's slick like a career, one that you know you're not gonna lose. You know, so what you do is, okay, so you got a budget that you can do it. It's up to you. You can make this happen in 2 years. You can make this happen in 2.5 years. You can have 50 G's off, uh, 50 G's off of two, off, making $55,000 a year, because you can only do this because, you know, do you know what you can do with $50,000? Like now you're ready to play ball. And I'm not telling you guys, a lot of guys be weak and lazy. A lot of modern black man are weak and lazy. Do we still got capers in here? Do we still got Mike David in here? Y'all still in here? Put a one in the chat if Mike David and capers is still in the building. Cause y'all put the what out there. Capers here. Mike David here. You see, so while these guys are going to prison, while these homeless guys, do you see it's an incline or what city y'all in? But it's an incline of homeless black man. It's an incline of black man who they call themselves the kill boys. So I'm like, y'all going to go steal somebody else's car? Like when you could get your own car and still have $50,000 in 2.5 years. Why, when you was in jail, he from New Orleans. So he already know, Mike David already know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd have been through New Orleans. New Orleans is a real city. Like, and you see the poverty amongst black people. You see black people not really, you see people getting it, and then you see the other people who not getting it. You know, so when you're saving, when you're stacking up, I'm not telling you that, because a lot of guys don't have that in them. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have that fucking, I'm about to work this job, and you can have some on the side. You know what I'm saying, to bring in more money. You might have you know anything going on where there's more money coming in, you know, and that's only is going to make it easier for you to achieve that $50,000 goal. Because when you get to the $50,000, now you're ready to play ball. I mean, even if you could save 30,000 in a year and a half, now you're ready to play ball. You're ready to invest and turn that money into more money. And this is how we gonna become rich, you know. So now, you know, I done missed up on houses for 25,000. I done missed out on houses out the houses 25,000, 25,000, like 30,000 cheap. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of other ways for us to make money. You know, a lot of other things. You might have enough money to open a restaurant with them 50 G's. Depending on where you stand at down south, Mike David know what I'm talking about. The cost of living down south is not as high as people think it is. So to rent out off of storefront property, so say for instance I got 50 G's, I'm gonna take 20 G's. I'm gonna take 20 G's of that to I'm gonna take 10 G's and I'm gonna rent the store front. I'm gonna rent the storefront for 10 G's. You know, I'm gonna pay the down payment. I might pay a little bit more up front, and then I'm gonna take that 20 G's, and I'm gonna get the guys to go in there. You know what I'm saying? Put the cameras up and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Which is not gonna take 20 G's. It might take a G to put cameras, and it's not expensive to install security cameras. So a G for the cameras. You put your get your deep fryer so you can fry your chicken. You know what I'm saying? Hot wings. You know what I'm saying? Hot wings, fish plates. You know, French fries and stuff like that. So with 20 G's, now you done open. You got a storefront. You done pay for the material. They done install everything. The freezers for the soda pops. You got freezers for the French fries and stuff. You got a cash register. You can do all this with $20,000, and you still got 20 bands left over. So the 20 bands left over, the 20 bands left over is the emergency fund for the business. So 9 times out of 10, when you open that business, just by you being a black man, black people are gonna come to that bitch and flood it. And I wouldn't even let them know I own it. I'll have a white woman or a senoritas. I'll hire senoritas or women and men to cook in there, and then by you having the women in there and stuff, they're gonna come. The people gonna come and and then you gonna be like, damn, I just made $500. You got a whole month, and you're gonna be opening this store for 30 days for the basically the whole month. And you're gonna be like, damn, the first day I was open, grand opening, flyer, hot wings, fries, you know what I'm saying? And you be like, dang, I made $500 this first day, you know what I'm saying? Then you take some of that and then you keep it to the side so you can have your stuff and stuff. Then you make $1,000 a day. If you make $1,000 a day, that's $30,000 a month. Like, and you think and the only way you're gonna do that is by working a job. You see, while they was going to prison, we got business capital up. You hear me? While they was out here playing, acting like they was dope boy. Now we got a storefront and the police our friend, but you want the police to be your friend if you got a fucking if you got a restaurant, they could get free fucking coffee in my shit. Like, why wouldn't you want to, like, that's why I don't understand with black people. What's wrong with you and the police? Why you guys so angry? Like, when you have properties like this, like, the police is your friend. Like, they gonna be posted up. I'm like, hey, yeah, posted up in my shit. Yeah, man, I don't give a fuck. Because The streets don't care about me. You hear me, fellas? The streets don't care about me. So I'm gonna get rich and stay as protected as possible. The police serves as an extra layer of protection. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about, but somebody fuck with my business or something. I got surveillance. I got insurance. You know what I'm saying? You might want to get some insurance. Uh, and now the cops in the neighborhood know me. So when they catch the guy who been fucking with me, they're gonna do him in because they know that Wayne, that Myth 2.0 been giving them fucking free coffee and donuts and whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like we're thinking, like black people not even thinking Italian mob. Like these guys was like they had the police. Like American black people, we're some of the most to modern American black people are some of the most laziest fucking people. Like it's sad, bro. Like we can unite and do this together. You can do this on your own. You don't need nobody. You don't need to tell nobody that you grinding like that. Like you saving up this money you about to have. That's your goal. You be like, oh, I set a goal this year. I'm gonna have 15 G's at the end of the year. Just sitting there. That's just money that's going somewhere for my businesses or whatever. You know, you could do landscaping, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and a lot of times you don't want to tell nobody what you're doing anyway. You know, especially if you're in New Orleans, like Mike David, because a lot of black people, you know, they can't handle that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got cool people and shit who you can talk to and shit who really real, but shit, niggas ain't real no more, man. Money be, man, guys be thinking that they gonna get you, you know. So, like I said, um, we can become very fortunate. You can make yourself very fortunate by doing the right thing. And a lot of guys be like, you know, a lot of black people be like, look at the Spanish dudes. They driving them big ass trucks and they got the trailer and all this shit. Maybe they saved 50 G's in 2.5 years, you dumbass. Maybe they saved their money and they went to work every day like, you know what I'm saying? Like they were like, oh, the black guys don't want to work no more. They're talking racism. So we're gonna give it to the Spanish guys. You know, everybody, every race who comes to this country worked and they might have saved 50 G's in 2.5 years. They could have saved 100 G's in 5 years. And now they got all this credit, business accounts, you know, and we want to get jealous, talk about the Mexicans and shit. When we see them, we see the good majority wise. You got a couple Mexicans who be acting like they hood, like you know what I'm saying, like they hood and they be stupid and shit on the drugs and shit. But the majority of Spanish dudes, you know what I'm saying, white people, white man, they be on construction sites and shit. Yeah, y'all ain't like that, and I don't care. I don't care about y'all not liking that. Everybody leaving. I don't care about y'all not liking that shit. I'm mad. I done gave you the sauce on this video. I didn't gave y'all the sauce on this video. I can care less. You take it or leave it. Like this video is the exact blueprint of wealth. So you can look at me and be like, look at this funny ass nigga and just leave the video and not actually hear the message. If you need help and you're broke, you can become very rich, you know. So, man, Sapple is absolutely insane. You know, absolutely insane. Nobody wants to do the work. The black guys don't want to do the work, so we're gonna hire Spanish guys. 'Cause every time I get black guys, they say the same thing. They don't show up on time. They're not consistent. You guys want to chase behind women. Like I remember reacting to videos, guys chasing, living off women and shit. You know, um, so and then you get mad when all the Spanish people be at all the restaurants because they tried us and all the nigga, all of us, we wanted to be hood and we thought that we was gonna get rich easy. You gonna have to, as a man, you gonna have to put in some hard work for at least fucking 10 years, bro. Like 5 to 10. I mean, you could do it in 2.5, like I just said. You could do that shit in 2.5, and you might be prosperous off of that business that I just gave you. You can do that shit in 2.5 years, homeboy. You know, a lot of guys don't want to do that. They don't want to go off and they don't want to work. Work for who? Who? I'm a drug dealer. I dare you. I'm like, bro, I'm like, y'all more sadiddy than that. I'm like, bro, you more sadiddy than the females is, bro. You don't want to work. I'm like, how much money are you making in the streets, bro? Like, is it a hit or miss thing? Like, you might hit one day, you might miss the next week, you know? Or you might miss a month, you might miss a year, you might miss 2 years. When and then you miss a whole 10 years. And when you get out of prison, they be like, "Oh my God." They be looking up at you like the king. You have achieved financial success, brother. You know, you made it through you made it throughout the hatred. You made it throughout the ignorance. This for all the black people who still stuck in black communities that's everybody's on the same shit, man. You know, and it's tough. You can't share too much with people. You know, me, I'm not in that situation, and I'm not looking forward to ever going back to that. Fuck that shit. You know, you made it out of the hatred. You made it out of the lies. You made it out of poverty. You made it farther than anybody ever made it in your family. And they be like, how the fuck did you do that? You know, how the fuck did he? Simple. It's simple. It's a million ways to become successful. Those are facts. If anybody if anybody want me to keep rocking on the video and keep dropping the sauce, super chat. Hit the super chat. Thumbs up this video, and we gonna keep them coming. We gonna make it one way or another. Who we got in the building? Who we got in the building? Got in the building. Got in the building. Got in the building. Who we got in the building? Let's hit the comments. Anybody got anything to say? Hey, call me. Now, for all you guys who just coming into this video, go back and to the beginning of the video. And if you want the sauce on life, you know, and God gave you wisdom, I think I gave like 30 minutes of straight sauce, straight up sauces, barbecue sauces, honey barbecue, barbecue ranch. I've been working for what? I've been working ever since last Monday straight. I've been working every day, every day, every day, ever since last. Now I don't get off till Friday, Friday afternoon, and I can't wait. Oh, but guys, I'm gonna holler at you guys on the next video because this light is bright as a motherfucker. And I'm getting tired. So, man, make sure you guys like, share, subscribe. And always remember, fellas, it's a motherfucking movie. Over and out.